I'm Crystal Lake here with Willow Davis Roberts, an eyewitness who says what he saw.
A year ago, I saw the judge in the house with the girl. He took her necklace and choked her. I knew it was the judge, but they wouldn't believe me. They told me I was wrong. They said it was another resident named Brody. I didn't believe that for a second, but nobody listened to me.
But now we have to pass it off to my second reporter, Eddie Green.
Stacey Linden, who had a pretty crazy summer. Will you mind telling us about that summer?
Sure. Well, my mom, dad, and sister and I were going to the lake where we go all every summer. But last year we didn't go. When summer came, I was so excited because I had just turned 15 and I was going to be a big kid. My old friend Jack would be there and we'd have fun. But when I showed up, I went to find Jack or his mother, but when I went looking for them, I was told what happened. Jack's little brother Brody was thrown to murder where we go every summer. But last year we didn't go. When summer came, I was so excited because I had just turned 15 and I was going to be a big kid. My old friend Jack would be there and we'd have fun. But when I showed up, I went to find Jack or his mother. When I went looking for them, I was told what happened. Jack's little brother Brody was thrown in jail for murder.
And how'd you feel about that, Cece?
I couldn't believe it. Brody would have never done something like that. I went to ask who the girl had been murdered was, and I began to believe it more. It was Zoe Craig. She had always gotten on people's nerves, and especially bothered men. But I still felt uncertain that Brody would have done something like that. It just wasn't happened a year ago, but I wanted to prove that Brody was innocent. There you go.
And what did you find?
At first I wasn't sure, but then I found checks on my grandfather's desk for every month. Later I got a phone call from my grandfather that he forgot something and he couldn't wait any longer. I came to conclusions that Zoe had blackmailed my grandfather and someone was continuing on her work.
Were your conclusions correct?
No.
Then what happened?
Well, I was scared out of my mind when I was trying to think and a gun was fired at me, right over my head. I had figured it was my grandfather, but I was sidetracked when my grandmother died.
Terrifying and tragic.
Yeah, later that night I heard footsteps heading outside. I looked at my window to try to find who was walking around. I couldn't really see, so I went outside myself. I followed the path I heard footsteps coming from and began to see a shadow of a man. As I continued, I saw he was heading to the house Zoe was murdered in. I followed him to my surprise see my grandfather. He grabbed me by the arm and brought me into the house. He explained everything to me.
Which was?
When my grandmother was alive, she had a hidden one. He didn't want her thrown in jail because he knew she would die soon. So he just said that the driver was never found. So Zoe began to blackmail him. So he grabbed her beads to shake her. But when he did, he choked her. It was an accident. He left as soon as he did, hoping he didn't kill her.
What happened next?
Trafton came to the house. My grandfather threw me in the closet and he began to talk to Trafton. He said he wasn't going to pay him anymore because he did not care if people found out about him killing Zoe. Because Molly was gone and Molly was all he cared about. But I sneezed and Trafton knew I was there. Trafton held me hostage, but me and Judge got away. Jack showed up as soon as the police did. We told the police everything.
Thank you, Cece. Now we have the details. We know that everything ended up all right. Back to you, Crystal.
Judge and Trafton were both caught and sent to jail immediately. Judge and Trafton were both sentenced to at least 10 years, and Brody was ecstatic to be reunited with his family.
Okay.
Yeah. And I always knew it was never him.
I'm so glad to have my brother back. So good to be back.
For you today, but we'll see you next time on CLN. Have a great day. Bye. Bye.
Okay, so hold on. Who did I play? I played Cece and Zoe. Nixie played?
I played Reporter 1, aka Crystal, and then I was directing the whole thing.
Okay.
I played Reporter 2. I played Reporter 2. Jack, Brody, and that's it.
No, Wilson.
And Wilson.
Okay, go.
I played Molly.
Today we're with
I can't believe it, Brody. Wait, did I already say that?
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time
I thought Zoe
to the
died.
good old days when the mama sang us to